1985 Fleer Carmelo Castillo was dancing on the ceiling. You ever have that feeling you're seeing someone where he's not supposed to be? Like maybe you've caught a glimpse of an alternate universe, or maybe just a glimpse of a dude moonlighting? The first time I can remember that happening was in kindergarten. Our school brought in a group of actors, probably high school or college students, to perform a Winnie the Pooh skit. We all piled into the basement gym and sat there on the floor cross-legged, while Pooh and Piglet and Tigger went about their frolicking. And Eeyore, too, of course. Thing is, the more I watched Eeyore, the more convinced I became that it was my dad in a donkey suit and makeup. What was he doing bouncing around on the floor with a bunch of kids when he was supposed to be working? I can't remember if I busted my dad that night or outed him to my mom. Eventually, I just sort of forgot about it, but not really, obviously. Another out of place appearance I sort of forgot about until I was leafing through some old baseball cards recently was that time that I found Lionel Richie suited up for the Cleveland Indians. I had been deep into collecting for a couple of years, and I was still in the period where I could just fade away from reality for an hour or 10 and end up memorizing every aspect of a couple hundred cards. Guess that's something that still hasn't changed either. So anyway, there I am pouring through some new at the time 1985 Fleer cards, and I come across Carmelo Castillo. Now the Indians were nothing to write home about in those days, and household names were few and far between. So I wasn't too surprised that Castillo's name didn't ring a bell. What was surprising? It was that sham he and Fleer were trying to perpetrate. Being a hardcore play it till your ears bleed fan of Can't Slow Love, I was 97% sure that Fleer had somehow coaxed Lionel Richie into a tribe uniform and snapped a couple of shots. Later on, when I got a gander at Castillo's 1985 Donruss card, those other 3% fell into place. The cincher was the name whiffing. Fleer called him Carmelo, but Donruss called him Carmen. On the card front. On the card back, he was Monte Carmelo. So much deception. When you look at Carmelo Castillo's stats, you see a guy who has some decent power in the major leagues and might have developed into something of a minor star if nurtured and developed in the right way. But when you look at his 1985 baseball cards, aren't you just a little bit suspicious that he's going to break into a chorus of dancing on the ceiling? Like our video? Then like our video and subscribe to our channel. waxpackgods.com